So we are heading into the new year, or we have just started the new year. And usually what people like to do is think about things that they want to achieve, things that they want to change or focus on, work on, which is called, what's the word? Set your... What is it? I forgot. Anyway. And usually what happens is that the things that we change are external to us. We want to lose this weight, finally. So we join the gym and we start going to the gym for how long? Usually it's about a month, maybe, before we fall back into old habits. We want to make more money. We go after this job that we think will make us happy, or we work harder at what we're already doing. And this too seems to last only for a little while. You know, the intention is there, the energy is there. And then you just fall back into old habits, into the way things just are and always have been. And then you just ignore and say, whatever, and continue just living the way you've always lived until the end of the year again. And then you get this new bout of like, all right, I'm changing my life, right? There's so much stuff that we want to change. And, and it is this whole external focus, this focus on, I want to be more beautiful. I want to be richer. I want to spend more time with my friends and having fun rather than working so much. And I mean, don't get me wrong, this stuff, I'm not saying it's bad, not at all. I mean, go for it. You want to have more money to, provide for your family or, have certain things in your life that make you happy. Go for it. I'm not saying at all that this is bad. You want to lose weight, do it in a healthy way. Yes, join the gym. Like, it's so healthy to move. Definitely. I'm all for it. Not that it matters if I'm for it or not, but do your stuff, definitely. But do it consciously and from where we're doing it. That's the important thing, I think. And that's where I'm going to get at now. And that is that our focus is external. Let me be healthy. Let me lose weight. Why? Because I want to be beautiful. Because I want to feel I'm worth more. Yeah, that's you're wanting to lose the weight because of a belief you have that is very toxic and unhealthy. And that is the belief that if I'm thinner, I'm worth more. This is just an example. Yeah. Or if I make more money, I'm worth more. These are these hidden beliefs that we have and that society feeds us. And if we unconsciously integrate them and then live from that, we will be extremely unhappy, unfulfilled, and ultimately we will fail. Because from fear, you can never achieve anything in life. Fear will never get you to succeed in whatever it is that you want to succeed in. Yeah. So if you want to set yourself up for a successful year or a year where things are going to be different, say you are unhappy, you're finally at a point where you're like, that's it. I'm changing my life. I'm going to do something different because I deserve it. Then the important thing is that the first thing is that we need to do is we need to change from our fear mode, because that's what we go into straight away. We think where we're lacking. We see where we're lacking. We see where we're, not enough. And from that fear, point of view, we want to change that and get more, have more, be better, driven from this fear of I'm not good enough or I'm not worthy or, whatever that fear-based belief is that we're holding knowingly or unknowingly. And then we're sort of trying to manifest this new life, this, I will have enough money. I will lose the weight. I will, and the focus is, icky, I hate myself. I look disgusting. I need to lose the weight. I want to lose the weight. And that's where our energy goes. So instead of growing, or instead of creating, instead of being in the mode of creation, we are in the mode of fear that keeps us small. And manifestation doesn't work this way. Manifestation doesn't work in the way that you say, I want to lose weight. Because if in your head your focus is on, I feel icky and I want to lose weight, then your energy goes to, I feel icky and I want to lose weight. And then that's the mode you're stuck in. That's what the universe will present you with the, ew, I'm icky, I feel icky, I want to lose weight. I hope I'm not triggering anyone. If I am, I'm so sorry. I don't know if I should put a trigger warning, maybe, that I'm talking about weight issues, maybe. Because I know this can be very sensitive for a lot of women and maybe even men. So you are so powerful. I don't think we realize how much power we have over our own lives. We are basically, we're the creator of our life. We are the creator. We have full control over our energy and where we put it. And most of us have no clue about that, including me until recently. And I'm still learning. I mean, I don't know the whole too much about it. But I have noticed, and, I can think back on my life and see that it's true for me, at least, that whatever I put my attention on, it grows. And when my attention is on fear and fearful things, I become very small, almost paralyzed in the fear. And I don't change. I don't grow. I don't unfold. I feel I'm sort of lost. I'm locked. Life throws me something unpleasant, something painful. And, the struggle is there. And all you see is the struggle, because your brain automatically goes into fear mode. It's an automatic reaction. So if you don't know how to cope with that, or if you don't know what to do with that, then you're sort of stuck in that. You're sort of stuck in this very narrow, fear space, and you will feel blocked. You won't feel creative. Nothing is flowing. And we make ourselves really small. And I think a lot of us are stuck in this sort of energy, I guess. And then the new year comes around, and now you're trying to get out of it, and you get this little push of, okay, I'm going to do this and this. And it's from this tiny little tight space. You're looking at, if only I had the better car, or if only I was thinner, or if only I made more money, I would feel better. I would be worth more. And then maybe I can come out of my little tiny hole, that I'm hiding in. And I don't have to be so scared anymore. So we're sort of setting an intention of, I need this, and then I'll come out and I'll be okay. And the universe just doesn't work that way. The way to actually manifest is to recognize that we are in this tiny space. I've locked myself into this teeny tiny space of fear, and I'm terrified of coming out. I can't do it. And then when we recognize that, we purposefully and with intention change our thoughts. And I guess that's where affirmations come in as well, where then you tell yourself, I am already that which I want. You visualize yourself thin, the way that you want to be in your mind. You don't wish for it to happen. You already are it, right? For example. And from there, you create an energy in you that is that energy of creation that expands you, that allows you to open up and already be that which you want to be. And only then, when you're feeling that already, you'll have the energy, the creative energy, the expansiveness to actually move into that new direction. And it's something that has to come from within, you know? And the funny thing is, we don't, and that's the thing. I think a lot of people think that, you manifest when you feel good, when everything's good, you're like, oh yes, great. And, I'm thinking, like all these, and I want this, and you make a vision board and whatever. But the most powerful time for us to manifest something is when stuff goes wrong, when we're struggling, when we have financial problems, or we separate, there's separation or a divorce, when we have a health concern or we lose a job, when something big happens. That's when we really get locked into our fear mode. And that is that desperation, right? That like really strong struggle that can then catapult you into the opposite, into this energy of creating, because there is such a strong vibration or energy behind that. It almost snaps you out of your little confined space, and you can really harness that and push it into the opposite, into creating, into expanding. It is highly powerful. The other way around is if we feel fear or we're stressed and we focus on our fear and our stress, we keep talking about it. We keep thinking like, oh my God, I'm, this, and how am I going to change this, and what's going to happen? And you're just like in that with your thoughts, instead of thinking out and better. And, if you're locked in that, the funny thing is that our attention on it increases our fear and our stress, right? That's how the universe works. Whatever you put your focus on will expand. It's like plugging something into, the wall. Like if you plug electricity in, like you're charging it, your attention is like this cord, whatever if you plug in, like you're going to charge that which you're focusing on. So we need to change our focus to being the creator. So when you're going through a tough time, it is the perfect time to manifest, because manifestation has nothing to do with external events. It has nothing to do with your struggles in life. It is internal work. It is setting intentions, it is redirecting your focus. And you keep your focus on the things that make you expand, that make you create, that keep you moving in the flow of life. That's where that's where you are in the flow. You're part of it. You become part of life. You let it come through you. And it is the dark times that allow us to do that, that sort of force us to go inside, to go internal. Something goes wrong and suddenly it's like, crap, the world isn't making me happy anymore. Like, what's happening here? I've been doing okay, or this has been fine. And suddenly I'm like tossed into the deep end and I'm drowning. I just can't deal. So there's nothing there for you anymore. So you are forced to look at yourself. You're forced to go inside. So it is actually, and I think I've spoken about this before, it is actually grace. It is an act of grace when something goes wrong in your life, as bad as it is and as scary as it is, and as much as you wish that it didn't happen. Just try, some part of you, just try and embrace it and just say, okay, I can use this. Thank you, universe, for bringing this to me, for bringing this to my attention. I can now. I am forced to go inside. Thank God, because I would have never done it without this hardship. Right? And I am here and I'm doing the work, and you are going to create a life with this energy, with this will, with this determination to grow, to expand, to build something, to create, to open yourself, to be vulnerable, to just go with this flow, with this passion that you have. And you're going to create a life that is better than you could have ever imagined. And you can expand and feel the wholeness inside of you before it even manifests on the outside. And that is the only way you can manifest anything. You need to know that you already have it inside. You live from that knowing that you already have it. You are already it. And it then is reflected outside in the world. Yeah. So if you want to set any intentions for the new year, do not look outside. Do not want to change things, material things, but make it an inside job. Look inside, go inside, see where you are stuck, see where you're making yourself small, and focus on the expansion. Focus on your dream. Focus on it in a way that you already have it. You are already living it. It is already there. You focus your attention on that, and the world cannot but give you that. It is how things work. You put your attention, your energy on something, and it will grow. It will manifest. It's incredible. I have tried it, and it works. I don't know if it works 100%. I don't know. I'm still skeptical myself. If I'm looking from, my human incarnation here and the way, the world works. And, part of me, that human me, is very skeptical and still has trust issues. But I have learned to quiet that part in me, to see that, yes, this is here, and it makes perfect sense that it is here, because I have been, I have gone through betrayals, and I have not had great trust in the world and the people in it. I have been, let down a lot of times. So I can see that part in me saying, I don't know really, this actually worked. I can't believe it. All right, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep doing it. But that part is still going like, I don't know. And what am I even saying here? Like, am I lying to people? And it's, you have these parts in you. And again, where do you put your energy? Are you going to feed that part? Do you want to be scared, or do you want to be skeptical? Do you want to be untrusting? Then go for it. Choose it and feed it. Run with it. Or you can just notice it and just allow it and just sort of say, I cannot totally understand why I would be feeling this way, given my life circumstances or what I've been through. That's completely okay. But, we're not going to roll with that anymore. We're not going to follow our fear and grow it and make it bigger, and then try and find all of the things that will prove that, aha, see, I told you, because you are going to as I said, manifest the things that you put your attention on. So yeah, give it a go. See what happens, look inside and try and figure out, what it actually is that you want, and funny for me, like, when I actually tried to do this and I was like, what do I want? I had no idea. I had no clue. But then here's the funny bit, right? I just knew. I just knew, what the hell am I saying? Without knowing what I wanted, I already had a very clear future in my head, which is strange, because it's like, is that what I want? Like, why is this in my head? It is so clear. There are certain things that are sort of clarifying in my mind. And to sort of help it along a bit, I actually wrote some stuff down to make it more tangible. And then I just locked it away. I put it away into a book, and I thought, all right, and I'm going to now, no matter what happens in my life, no matter how tough things might get or how beautiful, it doesn't matter, whatever is happening on the outside, always come back to yourself. If you're happy out there with the way things are going, or if you have hardships and things are really difficult right now, keep coming back to yourself. Keep going back inside. Look at what's there and choose what you want to focus on. This is not a case of ignoring or denying your feelings or what's going on. Not at all. You fully accept the way life is right now. This is what is. And now, from that acceptance, total surrender, this is my life. Now you choose, where do we go from here? And this is where you are the creator of your life. Choose where you want to be. Choose who you want to be. You want to be kind? Start being kind. Kindness doesn't come from just, the thought of like, oh, I want to be kinder to people. I want people to be kind to me, and I want to be kinder. That's not going to change anything. You actually have to be it, so you can visualize doing something good, to already feel inside that you are kind. And then it'll make it easier for you next time you're, around someone else, that you actually do something kind, because it's already in you. You already feel it. You already are kind. It's already sort of happened in your head. The funny thing is that your brain actually does not know the difference between you imagining doing a kind act or you actually doing a kind act. Your brain has no idea that there is a difference there. So it's really, really important how you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself, and where your attention goes. Focus on the good. And you can do that with anything and everything. And it starts small. Don't set yourself up for failure. Don't go, don't go wishing for the, something. Oh no, actually, it's terrible. No, wish for whatever. Wish for the absolute, wish for the moon, just go for it. Go for it. But you've got to have that inner resolution, that inner belief that yes, not I will get there or I will have that, but I am already there. I am already kind. I am kind. I do help. I have people's best interests at heart. And you feel that. You sit down and actually, empty your mind and meditate and sit there and do affirmations, or just do this, I am kind. Imagine yourself doing a kind act for someone else. You will feel it and you will become it. And it'll be easier for you then to walk around and have already the seed of kindness growing, that you are actually capable of being kind, of noticing where kindness is needed, and you'll be drawn to that automatically. life is incredible. It's we are all interconnected. Our energy is so important. We send out vibrations all the time. All the time. And it is all connected. Everything and everyone around you is affected by your vibrations, by the frequency that you're operating on. So, yeah, you can choose your life. You can manifest things into your life. It is, it depends where you put your focus on. And that is an internal work. That is something you have to do from inside. Feel you already have it, and you will see it manifest in the physical world.